What's good, y'all? You back with Streets, freestyle cooking with Streets. Thanks for tuning in. Like always, I hope everybody out there staying safe and healthy. And of course, got another great recipe video to share with y'all. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Always appreciate you coming through, showing me support, checking me out. If this your first time on my channel, please hit that subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my latest recipe videos. Freestyle cooking with Streets. We get it down here. Dope recipes. You'll love it. Check me. Alright? So today, y'all, I'm doing a homemade jerk seasoning. Okay? I got me some chicken on the board because we're going to do some jerk chicken. But I'm going to make a homemade jerk seasoning. Grill up the chicken. And that's what we work with. I also might even do a rice and peas, you know, Jamaican style, you know, Caribbean style. All right, so I got my chicken up here, washed and clean. Let's start to begin to make our jerk seasoning. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing is, got me some scallions. We're going to cut these up. And I'm going to be blending everything together so you don't have to really finely dice them up. It's good. Just chop them up. Well, it's about, it's about 3 scallions there. Next, I got half a large onion I'm gonna use. Alright, chop that up. Alright, put that in the bowl. Next, got me some garlic cloves. About, 4 or 5 garlic cloves. Chop them up. And like I said, this is all going in a blender. I mean, you could just smash these, but I'm just trying to chop them up down to smaller pieces. My blender some love. That in my bowl. Next, I got me some fresh ginger. Alright, slice that up. And I use a spoon to take off the skin of the ginger. It's the most easiest way. Make sure you chop your ginger up real good because it's a little fibrous. Like I said, you want to show your blender love. Alright. Get my ginger up in there. And in this recipe, y'all, like, you can adjust the ingredients according to how much you're going to make. I'm just making enough for, maybe I got about a couple of pounds of chicken. And I'm just using enough to make a paste, a jerk seasoning for what I want to do now. Alright, next, I got me a habanero pepper because I couldn't find no Scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet is what you would normally use in like a jerk seasoning to give you that real spice. But the habanero pepper is a good substitute if you cannot find a Scotch bonnet. But if you can, Scotch bonnet is the way to go. This is a pretty big one, so there we go. Get that in the bowl. Alright, I got my cup out and keeping this thing moving. So now I'm going to go ahead, pour about maybe a tablespoon of some apple cider vinegar in there. Also want to add about a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Next, add about a teaspoon of lemon juice. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of allspice. Next, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of bouquet garni, which is basically just a bunch of different herbs mixed together. Alright, bouquet garni. Next, I got me some thyme sprigs. I want to add that in there. Next, I'm using some smoked kosher salt flakes. So I'm about to put a teaspoon of that in there. Okay. And I'm also using some cracked black pepper. Some fresh cracked black pepper. About a 1/4 teaspoon, that's it. The pepper, you can smell it as soon as I take it from the top. Nothing like a fresh cracked black pepper. It smells amazing. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and get on my cut up. Now I'll add everything to my cup that I cut up, and now we're gonna start to get this blended up. All right, got my blender loaded up. Let's get it. Well, hold up, y'all. One more thing I want to add. So now after you do like a little quick blend and mix things up a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce. Alright, some soy sauce. And I'm going to add a little bit of browning sauce to the mix, along with some Worcestershire sauce. Alright, so maybe about a tablespoon of the soy sauce and a teaspoon of the browning and a couple of teaspoons of the Worcestershire, if I'm saying it right. Get it back on there. Let's go. All right, and there we go, guys. We got our jerk seasoning mixed up. Let's get our chicken. All right, got my chicken ready that I already cleaned. Now, I know I made my own seasoning, but I had some leftover Jamaican jerk seasoning, this great seasoning. So I never like to let anything go to waste. But I brought this video in to show y'all how to put together a homemade jerk seasoning. But I'm gonna add this little bit that I got left, so it don't go to waste. I mean, it was only like really little bit. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get that mixed into these. And I'm using some thighs and legs. You know, you can use whatever kind of chicken you want to use. You feel me? This is what I had. This is what I'm using, y'all. And I love using the thighs, man, because of how they just take to the seasoning. And most jerk chicken platters that I've had, or jerk recipes that I've had, people usually use like the leg. Some people use the whole chicken, cut it all the way up. But a lot of times it's the legs, the thigh, the legs cut up. All right. Now I'll go ahead and take my homemade seasoning. Get that up in there. Now I'm going to make a sauce with this. We're going to make a little jerk sauce. So I'm going to save a little bit of my seasoning in there. All right, save a little bit because, like I said, that's only this little bit of chicken that I'm making. Go ahead and get this mixed all up real good. All right. Smell the seasoning. This just smells so good. Ready to go. This is going to kill it on the grill. You can also do this in the oven too. You know what I mean? But I'm going to do it on the grill so we get that nice char, good flow going on our chicken. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the refrigerator for about a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, the longer you marinate, the better. Some people marinate overnight. Doing a couple of hours next. I'm trying to get it in. All right. So let's get this in the refrigerator. Keep it moving. Let's do it. All right. So now chicken is marinating. I went ahead and prepped my grill. Got my chimney going. Now this is going to be my sauce. Now it's going to be a couple steps of the sauce. So right now I got about 2 cups of water, 2 cups of chicken broth in here, mixed with some of the leftover seasoning that I saved. All right, I mix it up real good, and I'm going to heat this up on like a medium and slow, because I'm also going to use this to baste my chicken while it's on the grill. Okay, this will be my base sauce. This will be my base sauce, and then later we'll add a little bit more to the sauce to complete it when our chicken is almost done. All right. So once you got it mixed up, get it on the stove. All right, and put it on medium. Got my pan out. We're gonna start to do our rice and beans. By this time, I got my chicken on the grill right now. You know what I mean? Bring y'all in on that on another video. Got my chicken on the grill because I wanted to, you know, share this recipe with y'all. So I got the camera right here. But I got the chicken on the grill and I kind of got it smoking right now. So I got it on the indirect heat side smoking. Okay, that's how you want to start it off. And then you want to go and switch it over after about 30-35 minutes on each side. Right? So we letting that flow. Now I got my pot. Now normally you would use kidney beans. I didn't have any. So I had some cannelli beans, which is like the white kidney beans. Got that. I got some thyme in here. I got another habanero pepper replacing my Scotch bonnet pepper. I got me a small shallot cut up in here. I got me some allspice, some garlic powder, some more scallions, and some cracked black pepper. Okay, and just a little bit of water to get it started because I'm going to mix this up, and I'm using pre-cooked beans, so it's not even going to take that long. I don't have to take that long to boil it. So we're just going to let it flow for maybe about 5 minutes. And you want to have about 2 cups of rice to the side and also some coconut milk. I'm using some organic coconut cream milk. And I'm using some organic unsweetened coconut cream. That's what I'm using, okay? So you want to have some coconut milk or the cream that I'm using to the side, ready to go. Alright, after letting it go a few minutes and I can smell those flavors coming together inside the beans, I'm going to go ahead and add my coconut cream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Alright, we want to get that mixed in real good, incorporated real good. Alright, and at this time, while that's giving itself a little simmer, okay, you want to go ahead and rinse your rice, get all that starch off it. So clean your rice out like me right now. I got my rice soaking, then scrubbed it a few times. That's what you want to do. Right now that I let it simmer for a few, I'm going to go ahead and add about 3 cups of water and my rice that I just got done rinsing and soaking. Right, get my rice in there. Go ahead and stir that in. And now I want to bring that to a boil and then cover it. And then cover it for 20 minutes until all the liquid is absorbed to the rice. You feel me? Let's do it. Alright, got the cover on that. We're going to bring the heat down and let it simmer until the liquid is absorbed and our rice will be ready. I done turn my rice off. I'm going to take the top off real quick. Oh yeah, it's smelling good. Now we're going to let that rest for a minute so we can just make sure everything's absorbed. And then I'm going to go ahead and fluff it up with a fork. Next time I'm going to come back to y'all, we'll be taking the chicken off the grill, chopping it up, getting it plated on up. And man, we be finished, man. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Alright, I got my rice to the side, chilling, resting. Now, this was my sauce in the beginning. Now, you see this little bit I got because I told y'all I was using this as basting the chicken, and I've been basting the chicken as it's been on the grill, and it's almost time for it to come off. So now this is where I said we was going to do a little bit more to the sauce. I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth to it. Alright, still got it on a, like a little medium low heat. Alright, next I got some of this jerk barbecue sauce, the Grace brand, which I love. Let's get some of that up in there. Right, and like I said, I don't need a real major a whole lot of like sauce, because it's gonna be like a gravy to go over my chicken and my rice. All right, turn it up a little bit. and we're gonna let that flow. Now, like I said, I was using that sauce with the water and the stock earlier with the leftover homemade seasoning to base my chicken. Once it gets low, you just add a little bit more water, add a little stock, add this sauce. You still gonna get the flavor. Then we're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch to this, just to give a little thickness to it. Okay, or you can make a slurry. You know, add a little bit more water. I'm just let this flow for a second on a low heat, like a medium heat right now. Right when I'm ready to take my chicken off, my rice is good, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch, get this a little bit thickener, you know, make it a little thick, and we'll be done, y'all, man. Real easy, real smooth. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put that about a teaspoon. Let's get that stirred up. Get some cornstarch in there. That's gonna give me a little bit of thickness to it. I'm gonna turn this down low, let it simmer, and get my chicken ready. My chicken should be ready to go. This is gonna give me a little bit of thickness going on. The chicken is done. Got it off the grill. Look how it's looking, man. Looking real good, smelling real good. All right. So now, let it cool off for a minute. We got my cleaver. Get to chopping it up. That's how we want to do it, y'all. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is our chicken chopped up just like that. That, man. Oh yeah. That's how we doing it, y'all. Chop the chicken up. There we go, y'all. Jerk chicken is done. Oh yeah. Got my rice going. We also got some of our jerk sauce, our jerk gravy going. Let's get that on there too. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Got the gravy going on. And that's where we at, y'all. Looking real good, smelling good. You dig? So please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell, man, so I can keep up to date with the videos, man. Comment, try it, let me know what's good, man. I'm trying to bring it to y'all, give it to y'all. Got the jerk with the rice and beans. Let's go, man. Holla.